And hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am the Radio CD and I'm really excited to be back with another video where we are working on the first room in this house, which is our wonderful chef's kitchen. So we will be working for quite a while. I did not realize how much footage I had of this kitchen. I'm gonna leave most of it in. So part of this video is gonna be like really quiet because I did not want to do a live version of all of that because you would not want to listen to all of that. So if you are going to build this, or if you're just watching, for funsies, half of this may be quite quiet to say the least. But all in all, this should be a pretty enjoyable episode. So I am going to jump into building. I will see you there. Mind you, this was recorded like a few months ago. So if I sound a little outdated, it's because I am. So here we are in our lovely Nantucket beach home again, which is actually not quite on the beach right now. This house doesn't really fit the beach plots, but I'm thinking about placing it next to a lake when we get the opportunity to do so. But for now, we are here to build a kitchen. I was just looking at the new items because I haven't been here in like 30 years. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I did, I wanted to put some carpets down, and then I want to go ahead and get our counters. I think I want to use the Craftsman set because that kind of has the detail already built into it. So I think that's what we're gonna go for. And I also wanted some big sliders or something to go out here. And now that we're working back here, we have this lovely brick on the front that my friend Zach did. I don't. And I repeat, I don't want to do that across the entire house because that's going to take 30 years. But before we even worry about that, let's just go ahead and find a set of doors to use back here. So what if we do one set of doors and some windows on each side, kind of like that? And I don't know, the molding is gonna work. Okay, it is. And that fits essentially perfectly above our doors. And for some reason, this just does not want to work for me. I think we'll wait on doing this for that wall because we're kind of just focusing on the kitchen right now. So I may go ahead and throw up some inspiration pictures. Not that I really have any idea what I'm doing because I haven't built in such a long time that I'm kind of like, I don't really know what I'm doing anymore. And look at how everything else is just in a different place. Isn't that lovely for me? I'm over here rotating cubes like that's gonna change anything. Yeah, so how's it going? I really feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So I guess we can have a little chat while I'm just doing what I remember I usually do. So right now we're doing custom counters because I can't remember the last time I've used one of the in-game counter textures as a countertop. Even though Lotes did just use the pebbles texture or like the leaf texture, something like that, as a texture for his countertop in his like sort of Frank Lloyd Wright prairie style house, which honestly is hands down like my favorite pre-built. He really did his big one on that one. And honestly, like, do we want to go for like the retros or no? Okay, I made that decision pretty quickly. That is a negative. Honestly, I would like to use the bigger stove. So maybe we can try, or maybe not. Let's just go for this one. I'll bring this over here, and here. And then we can adjust that. So we have a ton of counters. And this is gonna be our dining room right here. So we don't really need an eating kitchen space if I can learn how to speak. I think I am gonna get rid of that and I'm gonna replace it with this one, which might sound crazy. I really don't want the curtain, but I like the look of the sink. So I wonder. I just realized I was paused. So we have a little platform sort of area here that I'm trying to work with. Oh, I don't like how thick these pillars are. I'm gonna adjust the thickness of these pillars and add some shelving to each side to kind of hopefully get the thing that I was aiming for and then I will be right back. Okay, so this is essentially what I wanted. I just wanted a place where we could like store some bar stools and maybe put some decorations on the side. So I think I accomplished that. We're gonna color that wood, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't completely decided on that. So don't at me if I don't end up doing that. Now over here, I need to figure out how I'm going to cover up this curtain because I don't want it here. So if we do something maybe like this, okay, that would cover up everything essentially. I'm definitely gonna have to see if I can make that look any better. but we will see. And honestly here, this is not going to be centered unless I do it like this. And that means we would have the fridge over here, which I don't like unless we do something like that, which again, we're not centered with the island now. Let me figure this out. So right here, we're just gonna do a set of custom drawers because I wanted the range to be centered with the island instead of the wall. So we're gonna have like a little bit of an awkward piece here, and I wanted to cover that up as much as possible. So I just did my own set of like custom cabinets here. There's plenty of other counters for you to actually cook on, so I thought that, you know, having a little exception here would be okay. So we're gonna make a little set of 2 drawers, and that's pretty much going to complete this little section of the speed build. So now that we're done with those drawers, let's go ahead and think about maybe some type of range hood or something above our giant stove. Now that I did all of that for that little drawer, we're gonna keep this, so so maybe something like that. And again, we don't have a ton of windows in this kitchen, but that, my friends, does not have to be the case. We could cover up this whole wall, which I think I'm actually going to do, because when we have this on the right plot and when we have like the backyard and everything done in 1,000 years, that's gonna look incredible. So we're gonna keep it like that. And I think what we'll do 2 big like custom cabinets on each side, and we'll do some open shelving next to the oven. So that sounds like a plan. So let's get to work. So I definitely changed some colors as well as adding some beadboard to our ceiling along with some other things other than just changing the color. I didn't want to really record everything. I'm not sure how much I want to keep like in the video at this point, so we'll see how this turns out in the end. But so far I do like what we have. I did change the floor texture as well. Let me make this a little more dingy. Okay. I've never done a style like this before, so I'm kind of excited to see how this is going to turn out. So one thing I certainly want to do, which I could have done off camera, but I won't. I want to do 2 ceiling lamps. And it's so ridiculous that I have to get on a scooter so that I can walk, because for some reason when you get in build mode and you leave, you can't walk anymore. So it's always something new with these updates. I'm not going to complain too much because I found a workaround, but it was really annoying having to leave and come back. So maybe if we do 2 giant pendants kind of like this, or I could go make my own, which looks like that is what I'm gonna go do, but I'm gonna leave those as kind of placeholders for right now. Then we have a ton of decorating to do, and honestly that's pretty much it as far as I'm aware. And this is not, I'm gonna fix the range hood too. That's not right either. So let me go through and fix all this stuff and decorate, and I will be right back. So as we walk through our dining room, we are here in our fully completed kitchen, which I really do like how this room turned out. And if I change the time, we should get some nice sun rays coming in here. I really like the bar stools, and honestly this whole sort of center island that I did is not completely custom, but the custom part of it that kind of frames out the bar stools here, I really do enjoy. And I also like our pendants. I should probably reuse these. They're really simple to make and they're big. So if you have like a big island like we do here, they definitely work. You don't want little tiny pendants over your big island. And then of course our custom appliances and the pale blue that is around pretty much all the base cabinets on the outside of the kitchen, I really like. And of course, this is kind of like our showpiece where the sun is shining through, and we have these built-in cabinets surrounding these windows. I think this kitchen turned out really, really well. I'm not sure if I included it in the recording, but I did end up adding these little roof arbor pieces just to give a little bit more support and detail to the Rangehood, and I think it looks really good there as well. And of course, we have our beadboard ceiling pretty much over this whole house, which I really, really do enjoy. I thought it was going to be a bit much kind of doing it over the entire house, but I think it looks pretty good in here. But now that we're finished with the kitchen, in the next episode, we will be working on our living room, which is over here. So I will see all of you there, and I hope you all really enjoyed this video as much as I did. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and do all those fun YouTube things, and hopefully Battle on the Beach episode 2 will be coming out soon. So I'm going to go get working on editing this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.